You come out here and get a road win for the first time in a couple of years. What was it like out there tonight?
Oh, I mean, man, it felt great. Um, I don't think we really paid attention to that stat much until Coach had brought it up to us at the beginning of this week. And we kind of had a nasty taste in our mouth in the loss last week, and we were ready to go to work. It rained all 3 days that we practiced this week, and we didn't let that affect us. We went out there for 2 to 3 hours every single day, and gave it everything we had, and it definitely paid off tonight.
Was there a focus tonight to get the running game going a little bit?
Yes, there's also a focus on, sparking up our vertical passing game, and I feel like when we did that to start the game off, we took a few shots. It kind of opened up some run lanes, and then, once we got a little bit of both going, they kind of fed off each other, and there's a little bit of run open, a little bit of pass open, and, it worked out for us in the end.
And you yourself had some run lanes. How were you able to elude those defenders and get upfield yourself?
I knew going into this week, they were pretty good. D-line, they were pretty good in the secondary. So I knew if our receivers were covered up and there was nothing there, I was going to have to use my feet to help my team out. And, I came into this game with the goal that I was going to use my feet to try to help us, and I was ultimately able to do that.
You threw for over 300 yards tonight. I think that's the 8th time you've done that as a quarterback.
Yes, sir.
What does that say about kind of how the offense was working tonight?
I feel like tonight we were just hitting on all cylinders. We knew, every single game this year we've had opportunities and we just hadn't been able to convert. So tonight we came out here, the pass game was working, the run game was working pretty good. And when that's happening, you kind of get into a rhythm. And when you're in a rhythm, it's kind of hard not to be able to throw for a lot of yards. And, that's what's happened in the past. And I feel like tonight, we were hitting on all cylinders again, and it felt good to get going.
You guys had a big lead at half, but you were able to hold on to it. How big is that for this team to be able to say, Incarnate Word really didn't get back into it in the second half?
I contribute everything to the defense. Our defense played lights out again, like they have all season. And also, we had good ball control on offense. We weren't exactly getting the big plays like we were in the first half, but we had great ball control, and we were able to milk the clock and, just control time of possession the entire second half, and that was huge for us.
Last thing, how do you push this forward to next week against Nice?
We just can't slack off. We can't just get complacent with getting this win. Like you said, the first road win since 2014. We've got to get back to work. We got to watch the film, correct our mistakes, and then we got to get back on the practice field and give it everything we got this week and prepare for McNeese because they're a great team.
All right, Coach, your message to the team this week was trying to get a road win for the first time in a couple of years. How were you able to do that tonight?
Yeah, preparation. I thought we had a great week of preparation. We kind of took on the mantra this week of being a road dog, and we kind of defined what that was, and it's just doesn't have to be pretty. You just got to find a way to get it done. You got to be passionate, and you got to be intense for 4 quarters, and I thought our guys did that, man. I thought I loved the energy and the emotion we played with tonight. I thought we had razor sharp focus early in the game. But again, if you go back and look, had real good preparation Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and had a great trip down here. Guys were relaxed but focused, and so there's a lot of things we can learn from, and we're going to try to build from this.
An early touchdown, and then your defense gives you some short fields. How were you able to take advantage there?
Well, I was very proud of the offense because obviously we haven't been able to do that. And for those guys to come out here with their confidence down a little bit and get those scores in the end zone and not settle for field goals, I was very proud of those guys for that. Dallas did a great job, and our protection wasn't good early, and that's something we got to continue to try to get better at. But we were able to get touchdowns, and I think that really just sparked our entire team and got our confidence level way up.
One area where UIW had some success was on special teams, and they had a couple punt
Yeah.
blocks. What is something you're going to do to correct that?
Yeah, the best thing, and this is going to sound crazy, is that if you can win a football game and somebody can exploit you like that, then you can really learn from that. So they did. They exploited us tonight. We were trying to make some adjustments on the sideline. We thought we did, and then they got the second one. So we're going to go back to the drawing board. They were showing us a look tonight. We weren't utilizing our system of what we try to do on punt. It's not super complex, but if one guy's wrong, both times guys were blocking out when they should have been blocking down. So, but it's great because it's something we can learn from.
You held a big lead tonight. How was that? How were you able to hold that in a position where you hadn't been this season?
Yeah, I think focus. Honestly, I put the 2s in sooner than I wanted to, but it was hot, a little muggy tonight. I felt like our 1s, they had played with so much energy. I felt like they were almost worn down a little bit. So we put the backups in. Man, they went in there and scored immediately, and that was awesome. And when you can do that, when those guys can do that, it just makes me as a head coach feel confident. Man, you can put those guys in there, and they're going to go execute. And so I thought that was the most important thing. They went in there, ran a lot of clock, scored a touchdown, and didn't turn a football over.
Coach, last game, obviously you lost the turnover battle.
Sure.
You get back to on the right side winning the turnover battle. How does that just change the game? I know you talked a little bit about field position and stuff like that, but talk a little bit about the turnover battle.
Yeah, when you're playing, I think when you're a very evenly matched team against your opponent, turnovers is going to be the number one thing to decide that. And so it wasn't only the turnovers tonight, it's what we scored off of them, got great field position off of them too. And, man, our defense, I'm excited to watch those on the way home because it was a couple of really good plays.
And you mentioned the defense. You know, the final score, 20 points, is a pretty good defensive effort,
Yeah.
but it's better than the score showed.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you 100%. If we don't have those blocked punts, I mean, those put our defense in a bad position the whole night. I thought the defense again, guys, for the 5th straight week, I thought played really good defense. And it's something we're trying to do. We want to be a defense-first football team here. We want to be a really strong. We want to have the best defense in the Southland Conference. And to me, if you want to do the things we want to do as a program, it's got to start there.
And then finally, still had quite a few penalties tonight.
Yeah.
In a game that's maybe closer, that plays a bigger factor.
Yeah, I got to go back and look at that before I say too much. We were trying to get our run game going tonight and trying to be physical, and we were trying to be very violent with our hands. And so, if you're going back and watching a guy and he's in the frame and we're getting a holding call, a few of those you'll probably live with. If they're outside the frame, no, we got to learn that. And then just some of the block in the backs, the thing that I'm discouraged about, that happened a couple times this week in practice. I thought we had that corrected. We got to get that fixed.
And then just one last question. You get this win on the road, now you go back home. People a little bit excited you coming home with that win. How do you get ready for next
Well, that's what I told our guys. I'm like, everybody just needs to be quiet and work all week and, walk softly and try to carry a big stick. But our motto this week will be very easy. It's say less. It's our team motto. It's on our shirts. We're going to get back to try doing what we do and be blue collar and just work all week. And if you can do that and have great preparation, my experience is usually play pretty good on Saturday.